Greetings and welcome to Market Matters. I'm, as usual, Khoo Chuang, joined by Charlotte Chong. What a day for the markets, right? We've been guided downwards, down 13 points or 0.8% to 1655 on the KLCI. Bad news because the Chinese share market tanked again, down by 7%, triggering the circuit breakers. Second time this year. It's chaos and mayhem in China.
Second time this week,
Second time this week, in fact.
And what happened was when China tanked 7%, the entire region also saw a sea of red.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at Nikkei was also down today at about 100 over points.
Yeah.
Today.
Well, exactly. So the Chinese sell-off, it basically happened within the first half hour of trading. It triggered the circuit breakers. A lot of the strategists are saying that these circuit breakers are causing a lot of fear and panic in the Chinese share market. It's prompting speculator or traders to liquidate their positions before the circuit breakers actually strip in.
Sure, I want to correct myself. Nikkei 225 closed down 2.33% or 424 points to 17,000. Shanghai Composite actually collapsed. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Collapsed 7.04% in first hour of trade today,
it's
or
the
about
worst start for
226
Chinese markets
points.
in the first in at least 20 years. Now, of course, what we saw in terms of the KLCI was the volume was 3.05 billion shares, quite a lot actually on average. Valued at 2.3 billion ringgit. Downers were Supermax, SK Petro, and Jaya Tiasa. The uppers were Fiamma, Prestarang, and Naim.
We're going to talk about Fiamma a little bit more later. But what happened was actually what triggered the circuit breaker in China? What happened there?
Well, it's a big adjustment problem, right? Because the PBOC in China, they've devalued the yuan for the 8th straight day. It's heading towards 7 to the dollar. I think it's closed somewhere around 6.6 to 6.58 to the US dollar. There's a lot of concern with the yuan devaluation that the Chinese growth engine is really slowing down. It's really manifested in the share market.
But it also doesn't look too pretty in Malaysia as well. World Bank actually came out with a report saying that Malaysia growth could slow to 4.5% in 2016 from 4.7%. Just like I talked to a reminder, he said that ringgit continued to be under pressure because of the low oil prices. Now oil prices is probably at a fresh 11-year low at about $32.9 US dollars per barrel.
$9 per barrel. That's scary. Okay, let's move along to our hot stock of the day. It's a company called Fiamma Holdings Bhd. They, of course, closed 26.5% up on the day. That's a 46-cent gain. Closed at $2.20. The Warren B, it also closed up at about 7% higher, 10 cents to the good at 145. Now, this is a company where 9 out of 10 ringgit is made from trading revenue. They have electrical home appliances, and they also do refrigerators, home furniture, medical devices, basically electronics and electrical goods. 10% of their revenue comes from property. Yeah. But this is a company which has been which had proposed a 1-for-2 share split exercise.
So about 90.7% of the group's revenue came from trading and services, and their brand include Alba, which I think we are quite familiar with, Faber Omron Spirit, and many more. And just now you mentioned that about 10%, about 9 to 10% of their revenue coming from property development. They have a very small property segment, property business, and right now, their future projects actually include relocation of the existing warehouse where they are in Bandar Menjalara. Of
course. The reason behind the surge today was because they also had the share split exercise, 1 for every 2, and they also had a bonus issue of 180 million new shares on the basis of 1 bonus share for every 2 subdivided share sales. So I think what happens is from the current share capital, which is tiny, about 144 million shares, that's going to triple to somewhere over 500 million shares. And that's good because the daily volume in the stock is just 60,000 shares, tiny.
So what happened, just now we had a conversation on Fiamma. You said that usually companies who does share split are big companies, like they see 24 ringgit share price. But Fiamma share price is at about 2.2. So actually, why would this company?
No, actually, they closed at 1. They're basically at 1 ringgit in fact, no, you're right, because they closed at 220. So that's very near their 52-week high of 224. Now, of course, this is not a stock which has gone up by a lot, right? They're down 8.4% of the year. And it's going to be good for liquidity because even though it's not a heavy stock like a Nestle or BAT or like a public bank.
That's what the group said, right?
Correct. It's still going to give people, which is 144 million shares of share capital, very small.
Now, net profit actually up 235.2% and revenue up 0.9% to 86.8 million ringgit. Okay,
so to conclude, this electrical and household appliances maker has announced a 1-for-2 share split and a bonus issue of 1 new share for each 2 subdivided shares held. They also had a full year FY 2015 earnings, which are up 36%, helped by property revaluation. Let's move along, Charlotte, to our stocks with momentum, and the company is called Jaya Tiasa Holdings Bhd. We've been talking about this stock for a few days now. It's a positive momentum stock. They closed the day down 5% or 9 cents to 170. But the Edge Research still reckon it's a stock to watch because it's a positive momentum stock.
So what happened was share price actually soared 50% to 1 ringgit 71 cent from 114 on December 14. Now, apart from this company, actually most of the log timber-related outfits like Jaya Tiasa Holdings Bhd, Thaan Holdings Bhd, and WTK Holdings Bhd, it has been running up quite a lot lately.
Yeah, I think the demand issue regionally as well, the dollar, the dollar catalyst as well. You look at M Research, who said in December last year that Jaya Tiasa and Thaan, as you say, from East Malaysia, will benefit from strong long prices. They're overweight on timber. They reiterate a buy call for Jaya Tiasa with an unchanged target price of 196. So, there's still a bit of upside left in the stock.
Now, what JT has actually developed and planted area of about 69,600 hectares. And M Research will also say that Jaya Tiasa is on track to achieving its fresh fruit bunch production assumption of 900,000 tons. Now, other than these particular news that push up their share price, actually share price spur of because of an announcement on New Year's Eve when MACC had lifted freeze on the company's bank account. Yeah,
there was some suspicion that they were involved in illegal logging. So but that suspicion has been lifted now because MACC has said, no, you're innocent, you see. So, yeah, let's take it all home and let's just reiterate the fact that this is a positive momentum stock at the Edge Research. They also say that timber stocks continue to be in vogue thanks to foreign demand and the dollar strength. And the fact that fresh fruit production, Charlotte, for FY 2016 forecast is seen higher than a year earlier.